But right around this exact time, a 29-year-old woman in the same area had a similar experience. She heard a noise outside like somebody was going through her trash, and so she went to the door to yell at whoever it was to move along, but when she stepped outside, she froze up. Because right there, crouched over her bins, was a massive thing covered in gray hair. And it turned to look right at her, and she found herself staring at a monkey's face on a body that was way too big to be a monkey. The thing kind of dropped the trash, and it stood up on two legs just like a person, and it let out this loud animal noise that just chilled her to the bone, and then sprinted and ran into the forest. And so she's freaked out, ah! And she ran inside, she called her husband, then she called the police because she didn't know what else to do. And when the officer showed up, she's hysterical, explaining to them what she just saw. And they're like, okay, this lady's whatever. They took her statement, but they were obviously skeptical. I mean, she was telling them that she had a giant ape going through her garbage in like one of the most densely populated countries in the world. I mean, that just doesn't happen. But soon, a local publication called The New Paper began receiving multiple reports of very similar sightings. Now, people all around the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve were all seeing this gray-haired, monkey-faced animal that walked on two legs, and it was often seen at night. So after enough of these people called it in, officials from the nature reserve stepped in, and they're like, okay, clearly something is happening. And they decided to issue a very dismissive official explanation. They basically said, look, there are crab-eating macaws that live in the reserve. People are just seeing these local monkeys. I mean, it's at nighttime. It could, obscure your vision. Their imaginations are just running wild because they're frightened. I mean, that's all there was. But the issue with that explanation, a massive problem with that official narrative is that, where to even begin? Well, first, crab-eating macaws are tiny. We're talking maybe 15 to 22 inches long. And if you hit one with a taxi, it doesn't cover your windshield. But more importantly, if you look at the geography of the area, it doesn't make sense. Singapore is incredibly developed. It is the third most densely populated nation on the planet. And the nature reserve is microscopic in comparison. It's like 0.7 square miles just sitting 9 miles from the heart of downtown. It's basically a trap. A giant, unknown animal cannot physically hide in a patch of trees that small without ever being found. But the issue is, when there's an official explanation for something, that's it. It doesn't matter how irrelevant or how illogical it is. It's just, that's what they say it is. So everybody, the public, has to accept that as fact, even though everybody could clearly see that A did not connect to B. But anyway, as word of these more modern sightings began to spread, a 65-year-old retiree came forward and he proved that this wasn't some new phenomenon. And he explained that, well, actually, back in the 1950s, adults used to explicitly warn children about something called the Monkey Man. Now, when he was 8 years old,